Hello and welcome to your RefWorks tutorial. My name is John Osmer and I am one of the librarians that are available to help you during your time at Central Arizona College. There are several goals that I would like for us to accomplish in this short video. I want you to know what RefWorks does. I want you to know how to sign up for an account. I want you to help familiarize yourself with the main elements of RefWorks. So what does RefWorks do? RefWorks is online software that can be used anywhere you can access the internet. Its main function is to help you organize your research and then create works cited and reference pages with the touch of a button. That's it in a nutshell, but to get you started, let's go over creating an account. Once we have accomplished that, we can get inside of RefWorks and I can show you how much the software can do for you. To create an account, first direct your browser to refworks.proquest.com. We should all be looking at this same screen. You will notice a link here for creating an account. Click it. To start using RefWorks, you must use your CAC email address. Enter your address and click Check. As you can see, I'm already a user. For you, it will ask you to create a password. Your password can be the same as your school email or anything you want it to be. Enter a password and check the consent box. Now you can click Sign Up. This will send an invitation email to your school account. Once you receive it, click the link provided and you are into your new RefWorks account. Here is the inside of the RefWorks account. If you have used Noodle Tools, EasyBib, or one of the other free online tools that are out there, you might be able to figure this out pretty quickly. For those of you who haven't used software to build a bibliography, I will now show you the main features of RefWorks and what it can do to make your life a little bit easier. Once logged in, you will see a screen that looks like this. Yours won't have any articles in the main area until you start to do some research. I have done some research in the past and you can see some of the articles that I have downloaded here. I was working on a project about climate change and that's what most of these articles are for. Let's go through the process of doing some research and adding articles to RefWorks. If you have used the CAC library databases before, then research should be easy for you. I'll do a brief refresher now in case you don't remember or are new to the databases. Start from the CAC homepage. Click the library link near the top center. Scroll down a bit. We are looking for the link that says Access Online Databases and Articles. Give that a click and it takes us to a list of all the library databases. For this video, we're going to use Academic OneFile, which is the first link on the list. Give it a click. Here we are at Academic OneFile. I prefer to do basic searches, and that's what I'm going to show you now. If you remember, I was working on a climate change project. Let's do some more research for that now. I could simply start by searching climate change. Nearly 85,000 articles. Let's narrow that down just a little bit. Click Peer Reviewed. Now let's look at the subjects to narrow our topic down even further. For the sake of argument, let's say that I need to read some articles that will help me understand climate change models. After clicking that subject, I am left with 1,379 articles, which is more than enough. Click on a title that seems promising. Here we have the article and a bunch of helpful tools. This article looks like it will work for us, so now where does RefWorks come in? No matter which method of research you prefer, at some point you are going to have citations. You might be familiar with getting your citation by simply cutting and pasting. Click Citation Tools, choose your format. Simply cut and paste. But if you look here, you have the option to export. Click the Select button. We want RefWorks. Now click Export. You see that it brought me to this screen asking which RefWorks I want. We want the new RefWorks. If you are using your own computer, you can click the checkbox at the bottom and you won't have to answer that question again. Now simply click ProQuest RefWorks. It will open your account if you are already logged in like I am, or it will prompt you to log in if you are not. As you can see, import is complete, and it's also saved to my library. It's that easy to save documents and start using RefWorks. We are back to the RefWorks library screen. This is what the article that we downloaded now looks like. We can also see it as part of the entire library by clicking on All Documents. RefWorks allows you to create folders and organize your research. Let's go over that now. On the left-hand side, you can see Tools. We want My Folders. As you can see, I already have a climate change project folder created. It shows that I have 11 items in that folder and 21 items not in a folder. You will also notice a button to create a new folder. There is no limit to the amount of organization you can do here. Let's move my new article to the correct folder so I can find it later. Click the article. Click Assign to Folder and select Climate Change Project. Now click Apply. We're done. Now we can view the article in the folder with all of the other pertinent articles I previously downloaded. Now I will show you the different views you might use. Notice in the bottom right-hand corner it says Normal View. We are simply viewing the articles by title. Give the button a click and you can see we have options. The one you are most likely to use is Citation View. Click it now. Now we don't see the articles, we see the actual citation that we will generate when we want to create a bibliography. You might have noticed that when I selected Citation View, it was set to APA. For most English classes, you're going to use MLA 8th edition. Let's change our view to show us that. Click Citation View, click the gear. If it doesn't show on your list, simply type MLA 8th into the Search for Styles field. It will pop right up and it will stay in your list for future use. Select MLA 8th edition and click Save. Now we have the proper citation style to view. It is important to note that computer citations are not perfect. Sometimes there are mistakes and we need to fix them. That's up to us to do. This is true whether you use RefWorks or not. One benefit of RefWorks is that it can help you figure out if there are mistakes and fix them. Let's look at the new citation that we added. You will notice that there is an exclamation highlighted in yellow that says Issue. That is telling you that MLA requires you to list the number of the edition of the journal you are citing if it is available. You can click the yellow highlight and add the issue number if you find it. Looking back at our Academic OneFile citation shows us that there is no issue number, so you don't need to fix anything. You will also notice a question mark with the letters DOI. This is RefWorks telling you that you might want the DOI number in your citation. The professors at CAC have decided that they do not want the DOI added to citations, so again, you don't need to fix anything. This is a good citation. It doesn't need anything from us to make it correct. We have 11 articles in this folder. Now let's discuss how to actually create a bibliography from these articles. Let's say that you have done your research, you've written your paper. In your paper, you have cited all 11 of these sources at least once. Now you need to have a Works Cited page. You could have copied and pasted each citation as you went along, but we are smart and we use RefWorks for our citations. All 11 are here in our Climate Change Project folder. We used all 10, so let's click Select All. To make our work cited, simply click Create Bibliography. The option you will most often use is Create Bibliography in your preferred output style. In this case, MLA 8th edition. You could go back to the View button and change it to APA or anything else you needed. Click Create Bibliography. It's that easy. Here you have a complete work cited. All of the work has been done for you. They are in alphabetical order, have hanging indents, and are ready to go. Simply click Copy to Clipboard and you can paste the complete work cited into the last page of your paper. There is one other aspect of RefWorks that might be of interest to you. RefWorks integrates into Microsoft Word. On campus computers, it is already integrated for you. If you are working on your own computer, you will have to download the tool to use it. Let me show you how to do that now. In RefWorks, click your name in the top right corner. Now click Tools. Scroll down a little and click on Download and Install. This will download the file to add right in sight to your copy of Microsoft Word. This should work with Office 365 as well. If you have any issues with installation, please visit any CAC library or IT and we can help you. Once installed, you will have a new tab on your copy of Microsoft Word. Click the RefWorks tab and let's look at what we can do. The first time you will have to log into RefWorks. Use the credentials you used to create your RefWorks account. Each time you change your RefWorks by adding new sources and articles, you will want to sync your database. Click that button now. Now Word will know exactly what RefWorks has in it for you to use. What benefit is this to you? Well, if you've already written your paper and done your citations, very little benefit. But if you are getting good at this and you have RefWorks going before you write your next paper, I will show you the power of RefWorks with Microsoft Word. Now we're going to pretend that we are writing that climate change paper. Let's say that we need to cite this statement here on the page. We got it from a source. Simply click the Insert Citation button, find the author of the article you need to cite, and click it. If the name isn't on the list, that just means you haven't used it in the past. Click Insert New. Click on the Climate Change Project folder and scroll down until you find the article you want. Let's pick Vucetich. It has added the proper citation to your paper for you. Let's try a couple more. Obviously, you would want these citations in the proper places in your paper, but you can see that you no longer have to worry about the correct format with parentheses and page numbers. RefWorks will take care of that for you. So far, we have used 3 of the 11 authors that we have in our climate change folder. Let's pretend that we are finished with our paper, and those 3 are all that we needed. When our paper is complete, and all we need is the works cited, we click on Bibliography Options and click Insert Bibliography. Remember that you always want your work cited on a fresh page by itself. RefWorks recognized that we only used 3 sources, and it made our work cited with only those 3. If we had used all 11, or any other number of them, it would have made the correct work cited for us. One last good thing to know about using RefWorks with Microsoft Word is that it can globally fix all of your citations if you happen to pick the wrong style. Let's pretend we got it wrong. Your professor said this assignment was to be done in APA. No big deal. Simply go up to the toolbar, click MLA 8th edition, and select APA. That's it. You will now see that all of your in-text citations have been changed to APA. Also, your works cited has become references, which is what APA calls your last page bibliography. That is so much easier than having to go through your entire paper and manually change every single citation. Not to mention that it also reformatted your individual citations to fit the new style. You have now seen the main functions of RefWorks. I'm sure you noticed that there were many buttons that we didn't push when looking at the software. I showed you the most popular features, but there are many, many more. If you ever would like to become a power user, or just have questions about anything you have seen in this video, please stop by any campus library and ask the librarian for help. We can give you a full tutorial, or go over any features that you want to see. Chances are that you will have access to RefWorks for all of your college career, not just while you're at CAC. The benefits of learning how to use it now are great. This is a tool that will make writing papers less stressful for you. Remember, the library is here to make your life easier, and RefWorks is one way that we can do that. Thank you so much for your time, and please see a librarian with any further questions you may have.